There's a man who gets home every night and pours himself a drink, not because he's happy, because it's the only time he stops thinking. His relationship is falling apart, his health is declining, his dream job became a distant memory. He knows. Deep down, he knows everything. But knowing and facing are two completely different things. Most people don't reject the truth because they can't see it. They reject it because accepting it would force them to change. And change, real change, is the most terrifying thing a human being can face. Humans have a strange relationship with reality. We see the warning signs and call them coincidences. We feel the pain and call it a phase. We notice the pattern and pretend it's the first time. Think about it. You've known someone, maybe yourself, who stayed in a situation long after every signal said leave. Not because they were blind, but because seeing clearly meant they'd have no more excuses. And excuses are comfortable. Excuses keep you from having to make the hardest decision of your life. So the mind protects you from the truth. Not out of weakness, but out of self-preservation. The Stoics called this self-deception. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his private journal, not for the public, for himself. Do not indulge in dreams of what you do not have, but reckon up the chief blessings you do possess. Even the most powerful man in the Roman Empire had to remind himself to face reality, because even he was tempted to look away. So what finally breaks through? Not wisdom, not logic, not the advice of people who love you, but pain. Pain is the last teacher most people will ever listen to. Not because people are stupid, but because comfort is the most powerful drug ever created. It asks nothing from you. It requires no courage. It demands no sacrifice. It just wraps around you slowly, quietly, until you can't remember what it felt like to be honest with yourself. That's why people stay in relationships that are slowly destroying them. They know, deep down they know the person isn't right, the love isn't healthy, the future isn't there. But leaving means pain today. Staying means pain later, and humans almost always choose later. That's why people stay in habits that poison them. The late nights, the poor eating, the scrolling instead of building. They know. Every single morning they wake up, they know. But the habit gives them something. Escape, pleasure, numbness, and the truth gives them only discomfort. So they choose the habit, again and again, until the body breaks, or the opportunity disappears, or life sends a consequence so loud it cannot be ignored. That is pain doing what wisdom couldn't. Here is the part that should disturb you. Most people already know the truth. Right now, whatever situation in your life you are avoiding, you already know what it is. You already know what needs to change. You already know what you need to stop. You already know what you need to start. The knowledge was never the problem. Epictetus said it simply. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. But before the reaction, there must be the acknowledgement. The moment you stop pretending, the moment you look at your life without the filter of comfort and say, this is real, this is happening, and I am responsible for what comes next. That moment is available to you right now, not tomorrow, not when things get worse, now. The truth doesn't need your permission to exist. It's already there, sitting quietly in the back of your mind, waiting. The only question is whether you'll face it today, or wait until pain forces you to. Comfort feels safer than truth. But comfort has an expiry date, and when it runs out, reality collects everything it was owed. Don't wait for pain to teach you what wisdom is offering you for free. Face it now, while you still have the choice.